Technically, as we talk about homeowners, there's a lot more, but the standard are going to be in HO2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, DP1, DP2. And so you can continue to dive
Okay, hey,
down
thanks
the
very
road,
much.
right?
Yeah, we got it all cleared up there.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
And then the last one's the secondary, seasonal. We got a lot of, what do we call them, snowbirds down
Yeah,
here?
we still hear that term,
We still get
snowbirds.
enough snow, though, so I don't know that we actually can be snowbirds.
Yeah, but but a lot of people have second homes here in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And if the big kind of push that we always do for clients that have seasonal or secondary homes, if you insure it with your primary home carrier, they can extend the liability from your primary home to the secondary.
Oh, okay.
And so you don't actually have to carry the liability insurance cost on the secondary home. The other thing, too, is your primary home typically carries about between 10 and 20% of your personal property at a secondary location. So sometimes that's enough to kind of hold there, too. And so if you merge them together and do it properly, it can be really cost effective.
Okay.
If you do it improperly and you just insure it as another home, now you're probably talking, instead of $400 a year, $8,000, $9,000 a year.
So did you guys hear what Liam just said? If you have a second home somewhere that you use for vacations or just getting away or whatever it is, make sure you're insuring with the same insurer, and make sure you talk to your agent about making sure you take full advantage of the idea that you may be able to share the liability between the two, and the personal property coverage between the two may be adequate, so you don't have to spend extra money for those things. That's a great point and a valuable tip. And I'm sure that there's lots of people out there who didn't. I certainly didn't know that.
No, absolutely.
Brilliant.
And it doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be the same state, as long as the company writes in those states.
Sure.
That's enough to pass by.
And most of the big companies write in every state, don't they?
Yeah. Most of them these days, certainly obviously California is the question mark right now.
Right.
State Farm just officially removed themselves from California after their downgrading.
Wow.
And so that's going to be a tough blow to take for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But most carriers, yes, are nationwide.
Okay, very good. Well, that helps a little bit. Okay, so again, you're talking about, guys, if you're a homeowner, and I talk to landlords about this when they're putting a home, and they're moving out of a home, say, hey, Harv, I need you to lease it out, and make sure they call their insurance agent to make sure you change your policy from owner-occupied to an investment property, because it covers there's different priorities. You want different priorities. You have different options, but you also have, in my mind, you have different requirements too. If I'm deferring or I'm passing on that risk to somebody else, I want to pass on the right risk.
Oh, yeah.